Finished doing the sinuses exams here. We're going to continue on to the mandible here, and we're going to start with the PA. So I'll have him turn around here, and we're going to basically have his nose and his chin touching the center of the board there. And I'm going to put this up a little bit here, just to make sure we're centered to the jaw there. So nose and chin touching the board there. The canthiomeatal line will basically be perpendicular as it is there to the IR. And right mark here. Put my marker in there on the right side. And then we'll have the central ray at about the level of the lips. Right about there, and we'll make sure to columnize here. We have an 8x10 in there, but we can definitely columnize a little more than that, since it's just the body of the mandible that we're trying to get. And so that would be we would shoot that PA at about 75 and about 5 kVp. 75 kVp and about 5 mass. And from here we would just go ahead and move on to the PA axial, which is the same exact thing. We're going to keep them right there. And we just put a 30-degree angle cephalic on there. Again, exiting the lips. And making sure that we shield our patient there, and keeping my right marker right where it's at. And we would also move the board up here to go up on you. Making sure that the IR is lined up with the tube. And we would shoot that at about 75 and maybe about 7 or 8, just because of the angle on there. And then from here we would move on to a axiolateral oblique. So we turn him around here, and we're going to start with his head in the true lateral position, and then we're going to kind of rotate it in about 30 degrees or so, up there, kind of have him tilt his head inward. And our angle from here is going to be not 30 but 25 degrees, so we'll take a little bit away from here. And we would be entering about the angle of the mandible or the gonian, maybe pulling back just a little bit here. There, right there, and putting my right marker probably right up here, out of the way of the mandible, the body. And we would go ahead and shield him once again, and probably shoot this at about 75 kVp and 5 mass, a little bit less thickness when it's from the side. And then our last one we would do would be the SMB. So we turn him back around here, and make sure that we get my tube nice and perpendicular, ready to shoot the SMB. So go down. And we just scoot him forward a little bit here. Have him hyperextend his neck again there. And the IOML once again parallel with the IR there. And the central ray for this one would be entering between the two TMJs, which are about that level right there. Shield here. Make sure that we're shielding our patient in perpendicular, right, shooting at the body of the mandible there, and I'd shoot that at about 75 and probably 8 or 10 because of the thickness that it would have to go through with this head. And then you can go ahead and relax now, and that would be our mandible examination there.